Hey family, Eve here. So family, the video that I'm about to do today is a video that's kind of an extension from the last two I did. One was called how the America became the United States of America, and how and then the next one was called State is State and Prostate equals United States of America. So family, this video right here, I'm going to show you how all those three entities that I just named, all of those had to do with the United States being built up. The states, estates, and the prostate United States. So family, I'm going to show you those through the birth certificate and how the birth certificate became a corporation and what a corporation is and how all of that ties in together as a corporation, as being corporations. Because like a corporation means the body. Corpse is Latin for body. So family, before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So let's get started. So I'm going to read to you guys what a corporation is first, and then I'm going to kind of elaborate on how an estate, a prostate, and the state is all over the body of people, making them a corporation. So let's get started. So a corporation is a company or a group of people authorized to act as a single entity legally as a person. A group of people elected to govern a city, town, or bureau. A corporation is legally established, an established entity that can enter into contracts, own assets, and incur debt, as well as sue and be sued, all separately from its owner. See right there, it's saying it's a legal, it's legally established entity, meaning they established it legally where it can do things just like the body. It can sue, it can own contracts, it can enter into contracts, it can sue, it can own assets and debt. See, that's what a person can do. See, it's saying it's legally, it's basically saying, well, the first one did say it's legally a person. Literally the meaning of a corporation is a dead body and comes from the Latin corpus. Remember one of my last videos, I told you how a corporation how I said the birth certificate made all of us corporations. And I said, remember, once we became corporations, we became dead body. See, that's what it says. It said literally the meaning of a corporation is a dead body and comes from the Latin word corpus, which means body. One way to remember corporation is that it turns a company into a body that is considered a person in many respects through the, through their legal system, they say, in the eyes of the law. And also that right there pertains to Christ, dead body. Christ is the law, his dead body. So they try to relate that to Christ right there. And you remember I said who they made into corporations. When the United States was being formed and they made the people into corporations, and they did it, and I said when they was building the United States, they was building it, it was being built off the backs of who? So-called African Americans, the Israelites, the children of Israel, of the so-called African Americans. So when they was building this country, they was building it off the back of the people. Building it off the back was these corporations that they had made us into. Legally, legal system, their government, their system, they made us into corporations. They say a corporation is legally an established entity. They established these entities through corporations. They made a corporation, a corpse. They took bodies and made them into businesses. They took our bodies through the birth certificate, our bodies, and made them into a business, a corporation. So it said Roman law recognized a range of corporate entities under the name universitas, corpus, and collegium. That's their universities, their bodies, and their colleges. See, they made them. They took these schools and stuff and taught our people, or taught their people, their laws on how to create corporations or recognize a range of corporate entities. Corps, a body of workers or soldiers. Now, I told you how the military was used to bring the children of Israel down. The military is their sword, is their primary source on how they control the people. The military, a corps, C-O-R-P-S, corps. The military is called a corps. Soldiers. Sorry. So a corporation has 3 levels. It is owned by shareholders who elect directors, known as the board of directors, who appoint officers, CEO, presidents, treasurers, CFO, secretary, etc., to run day-to-day activities of the company. So anytime you dealing with a corporation, you got officers who actually do the work of your corporation. You got shareholders who elect the director, CEO. That's why when you go into towns or communities or, well, let's say communities or your district or whatever, you have a CEO, a chief executive officer, who runs all of the things dealing with that community or that town or whatever. Then he got officers who also assist him, like the treasurer who handles the money, the secretary who handles all the business aspect of it, like paperwork. And let's see, it says the difference between a corporation and a company. A corporation is owned by shareholders who hold shares in the company, while a company is typically owned by individuals and partners. Corporation, a legal entity. A corporation is considered a separate legal entity from its owner, providing limited liability protection to shareholders. A corporation is created when a business is incorporated by a group of shareholders with a common goal. I'm gonna name some words to you that starts with core or corp. Military, like I said, military, corp. Corporal, rank in the military, or a form of punishment, like a corporal punishment, like they can punish their corporation, like corporal meaning physical punishment that they did. Didn't they do a lot of physical punishing to us, like beating us, hanging us, dragging us, killing all our people? Corporal punishment. And corpse, a dead body. So family, I'm just trying to show you guys how America was built up through corporations. Estates, which is personal and real property. Estate is personal and real property. State is the government or the governing of the people over the body of the people. And the prostate, sperm, the travel of sperm to produce the body, to produce children, which is a body. So, so the birth certificate made into corporations, and all of those, like when you want to get a birth certificate, you have to go to vital records, meaning vital means blood flowing, like vital signs, like blood. You can check your pulse, like alive or dead, pulse, vital. And then you got state, government, and prostate, sperm, people. So family, all of that, I'm just trying to show you. And not just that, when the United States was also being built, and I told you who ruled over the United States these last 400 years were the Romans, and also other nations came together with the Romans and bought into the corporation, the United States, which I told you was formed from off the backs of the children of Israel. So they bought into the birth certificates, like the Islamic nations like Iraq, Iran, the Asian nations, Moabites and Ammonites, and the Egyptians, the Canaanites, all of them, the Jewish Amalek, all of them bought into the corporation, the United States. They're shareholders in this corporation. And see, so all of them bought birth certificates, cashed them in on the stock market as a part of trade. Yeah. So family, I'm just trying to show you how America became the United States and how it was built. And even when they stole all our lands and then they start issuing it out to their own people. Like I said in one of my other videos, when they bought into the lands, when they were given lands, they were given lands to produce or to form corporations into another part of building the United States up. So when they started receiving all this land, they had to figure out ways to create revenue, crops, cotton, tilling of the ground, their fields being, their cattle, all of these things being taken care of. And it was all done off of our backs. We were slaves, so we did all the labor. And like I said, when the slave owners began to buy slaves and the slaves began to have children, the birth certificate was placed on the children. Like they were given birth certificates and showing that the slave owners or plantation owners own these people, own the slaves. So that was a part of their real estate, their land, their property. So family, yeah, all of that. These people are wicked. They are wicked. And that's what God said. He said that what they have done will be done to them. He said their reward will return upon their own heads, meaning all the evil that they have done is going to come back to them. So family, I just want to kind of show you corporations and how the United States, how America was built, how United States became the United States of America. And I told you the British, this is how you knew the British ruled over us, because they even named America after them. British North America. Yep. So family, with that being said, I kind of want to show you guys what a corporation is and how it kind of functions and how it came about and how they built it up. I said, off our backs. So family, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for viewing my video, and I'll see you on the next one.